am starting off with my P. Louise base. I already applied it, but I'm just smoothing it back out. And I tried to use some affordable options in this video, but then I kind of slipped and used some of my other more higher end things. But I am using the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. This palette is really good, especially for everyday type looks, because it has a lot of really pretty warm neutrals in it, and then you have some fun pops of color that you could put like on your lower lash line or whatever. But I tried to keep it really neutral today because I feel like this will be a good look for back to school. If you are more of a glam girl or for work or whatever, this is like the type of look I would wear to work whenever I want to be, you know, a little bit more glam. So yeah, I am taking that yellow color in the crease, and then now I'm taking a cream color and then one that is a little bit more of a white shimmery type color, and just putting that as my brow bone highlighting color. And then I'm going to go back in and blend out the crease area. So yeah, like I was saying, you can wear this for work or you can wear it for school, just depending on if you are more glam. I do have a very simple look that is very minimal compared to this one that I will link down below if you don't want to do this much for work or school. So now I'm taking these more orangey brown tones and I'm just building that into the crease as well, just to make it a little bit more of an orangey color. I just love warm tones. Like, it seems like I'm always putting something more yellow or orange in my crease like all the time. Like, I just can't stop. So now I'm taking this deeper orange color and I'm just going to put this on the outer corner to start building up that orange color and work it into the crease. Now you can definitely see that it is turning more of an orange color versus that light beigey yellow color that it was at first. So I'm just building that in the crease, and then I'm going to put some more on the outer corner. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut my crease using my NYX glitter glue. I don't know if y'all can really see where the definition is whenever I'm carving it out. If you need to use a concealer or your P. Louise base or whatever you have, you can use that. But I just use this because it's easier and it just cuts down on doing so many steps. So once I apply this all over my lid and cut my crease with it, then I'm just showing you all of these really pretty shimmery colors. You can use them on the lid, just whichever one you want. But I decided to go in with this one. That is a really pretty pinky rose gold type color. And those three in the corner that I was showing, I just love all of them. But yeah, sometimes I just have to figure out which shade I want to go with. So yeah, this palette is really, really good and it's affordable. So I'm just packing that all over, and the glitter glue is really going to help it to hold on where it's not going to transfer up or anything. So once I do that, then I'm going to go back in and smoke out the edge. And I'm just using some orange, and then I'm also going to put down some browns to just deepen it up even more and give it a little bit more definition. So you can see here, I kind of went with this brown and a little bit of the brown next to it. So you can mix the colors around, whatever works for you. So I'm just putting that in the crease to define it more. And then after I finish building that up and blending it out to my liking, then I'm going to go ahead and take my makeup wipes and just kind of clean up the edge to get off any excess makeup off of my skin. So I did decide to do a wing, but a lot of times with this type of look, especially for like work or for school or something, if you're rushing, you can skip the wing. The wing is going to make it more fierce and more glam. But if you don't want to do the wing, it still looks really cute without a wing, because I did this sort of look plenty of times with no wing and it still was really cute and very put together. But the wing is just going to give you that extra bit of fierceness and glam. So I decided to include the wing for anyone who wanted it, or you know, whatever. So these lashes are from Shop Miss A. They're in the style Jean. They're only like $1 and some change. These lashes are the truth. Like, I will continue to buy their lashes because they are bomb and they're cheap as hell. So I'm using my e.l.f. primer, and I was just going to use it in the center of my face because usually that is what I would do, and then go in with a different one for the outer portion. But I decided to keep it more simple and just use it all over the face. So that way, you know, if you don't have a whole bunch of primers, you know, you can use the same one. Sometimes I'm just extra. And then I'm taking my, what is this? Real Techniques? No, not Real Techniques. What is this? Makeup Revolution stick foundation, and this one is an F12. The color was a little bit more neutral than I would like for it to be. So once I applied it, I was like, this is too neutral. So I grabbed my Anastasia stick foundation to add more of a warmth to it so that it would match my skin tone better, because I'm definitely more warm yellow tone, not very neutral. So I just mixed them together and I found that it worked out pretty good. But yeah, originally I wanted to just use the cheaper one and get a full face with it, but it wasn't really a good match for me, so I had to mix it up. So yeah, if you have one that matches you, then you know you don't have to use two. And then now I'm going to use my Makeup Revolution concealer, and I'm using 2 shades of this. You can see this in my haul video. I'm not even sure what the colors are, but one is a little bit more lighter and the other one is a little bit more close to my skin tone. So I'm using the lighter one up right underneath my eyes and the other one below it. And then I'm also using the lighter one to highlight the bridge of my nose, my forehead, and my chin. And then I'm going to be using my sponge to blend it out. By the way, this sponge that I'm using is also from Shop Miss A, and it's $1 and some change. I'm not sponsored or anything. I bought all the stuff with my own money, but a lot of their products are really bomb. So I definitely have to pick up some more of their cheap, affordable stuff and probably do like a full face for y'all or something, because I think that would be really cool if I can find enough products that really work bomb and they're super cheap. Like, that'll be the plug. So I'm just blending this out. And then I'm taking my Laura Mercier translucent powder. You can use any powder that you have. I just grabbed this one. This one is definitely a little bit more up there. It's not super affordable, but a lot of people love this powder. The RCMA powder would have also been a good option, but that one is a little bit more time consuming for me to use because I have to pour some out and all of that. So yeah, but now I'm just using my MAC MSF in my skin tone shade just to blend out the face or set the face down, and also blend out that extra powder that I put in my laugh lines because I do tend to crease there. So that's why I put a little bit of extra powder there so that we can stay, you know, looking flawless all day. And then I'm going to go ahead and dust off the extra powder that is sitting underneath my eyes. Okay, so what we gonna do next? Let's see, what's the next clip? Now I'm gonna take a bronzer. This is an oldie but a goodie. This is from e.l.f. and it's their bronzer and blush little palette. It's similar to the NARS ones. So that's what I'm using here to bronze up my nose and also on my cheeks as well. I have used this so much. Like, this was one of my absolute favorite products by e.l.f. that I just loved so much. Like, the color is really good too. It's very warm. So I'm just taking my Anastasia contour kit and using the yellow shade to just set the highlight parts of my nose where I contoured it. So then I'm just going to take a clean brush and blend out the bronzer color that I put down on my cheeks. And then I'm taking another brush to do the same thing on my nose, just like I did on my cheeks. But I'm also going to grab my sponge to blend it out even further because you don't want to leave those lines there. So yeah, now we're going to move on to doing our blush. And for blush, I tried my Morphe palette with the warmer tones in it. But the color that I chose, I should have picked like a more orangey or that pinky color first and then put this shimmery one on top, because it wasn't giving me what I needed. Like, it was just giving a glow. Like, this color doesn't really have a base to it. It's just more of a sheen. So you're going to see me go over it with some other blushes, but you know, you can avoid that by just putting down a color like a matte one first and then put the shimmer one on top if you want more of that glowy blush look. So I did use this other one in the palette, but then I switched over to my NARS Orgasm because I knew that this was going to give me that peachy tone that I wanted. And now I'm going back in with some of those same colors that I used in my crease and everything, and gonna go on my lower lash line, starting off with this orange color. Then I'm taking a brown and then like a shimmery brown and putting that really close to my lashes on my lower lash line, and just blending it out, smudging it out. making the bottom look really pretty and smoky and everything, but not too dark because, you know, it's daytime. So I'm also going to grab my glitter glue and put a little bit on the first portion of my lower lash line. And I'm taking that same color that I did use on my lid, and this just really highlights your lower lash line. I like to do this a lot of times, and then you go back in and blend it out so it's not a harsh line there. But you don't have to use the glitter glue, but I just like to use it because I feel like it makes it stay in place. And I'm taking the same eyeliner that I used for my wing, which is from e.l.f. once again. This is their cream gel liner from like their studio line, and it's only like $3. I love this so much. I've been using it for years. But usually I would use a pencil in my waterline, but I was trying not to use, I don't know, so much stuff. So I just ended up using this one, and it worked out really good. I've done this before, and it's nice and black, and you can be more precise. Like if you want to make your inner corner more pointed or whatever, whenever you use a brush, you can do that easier. So I'm just taking my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara and putting some mascara on my lower lash line. And then now I'm going to go in with my Fenty Beauty highlights. And at first, this color, I was like, okay, but then it was too golden. Like I definitely wanted something more of like a rose gold pinky tone so that it would match my lid color better. So what I'm going to do is grab my Inglot Sparkling Dust in the shade 01, and I'm just going to add that right on top. You can see the color there. It's definitely more of a rose gold pinky tone. So I'm just going to grab some and put it right on top. And you can already see how this just amps it up. Like, you have to blend this out. You definitely have to go back in and blend it because it's just too much. So I'm taking the same thing on a wet little brush and putting it on my inner corner. And then I want to blend that out, of course, because I don't want it to look crazy. So I'm blending out the cheeks with a sponge and a brush. Also want to do that on the nose. And you also want to blend it out on your tear duct area as well, because you just don't want to leave it like this, like it's not blended. So I'm taking a different brush to blend it out with, and then I'm also going to grab my Q-tip to further blend out the edge, because I just feel like a Q-tip works the best for blending out inner corner highlight type colors. And then I'm going to grab the same brush that I used that was wet with that highlight color and just dab it a little bit in the center just to intensify it back up a little bit. And now I'm taking the Morphe set spray. It's squirting everywhere because my nail was in the way, but now you can see it's more of a mist. And I think this is my first day actually trying it, and it was really refreshing. And just, I don't know, the way that it missed out just makes it feel more refreshing. So this is how everything is looking so far. And I'm just blending out even more. And then I'm also going to go in and set my brows using the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. By the way, I did use the Anastasia Brow Wiz in the color dark brown to do my brows, and then the clear brow gel. So that's all that I use. So now this is my hair, and this is my hair from DSoar hair. So I have already one curled it, and then I'm just gonna comb out my curls and everything. I do have an initial video on this hair on how I installed it and the one curl that I used and all of that type of stuff, and how I did my baby hairs, all of that. So now I'm just combing it out. The curls on this hair is so pretty. Like, I love this hair so much. It's a good length. Like, I love long hair, and like these middle parts like this has been my jam. Like, I have been loving it. So now I'm taking my hot comb and just laying everything back down because the hair has been tied up overnight and stuff like that. So I'm just smoothing everything down to make it look nice and fresh. And I'm also going to push back the little front part with the hot comb. I don't think I showed y'all that, but yeah, I just smoothed everything back out with the hot comb like I did in the first video. And now this is how the hair is looking. Here's how long it is, and you can see the curls and everything. So pretty. And yeah, so I just left it like this with my little middle part. And then now I'm grabbing my jewelry. This is from Yafini, and I got two different chains that I wanted to layer up. So I got this one that says doll, and the D is blinged out. And then I also got this K one that has a little jewel right there in the middle of the case. So this is how they look once you pair them together. I think this is the perfect pair, but you can get it to say whatever you want. All right, so it's still a mess in here, but this is the outfit. Got my jewelry from Yafini Jewelry. I will put the link down below. These earrings are from a haul. I will link that. My Apple Watch, my ring, dress. This is the price of this dress. $9. Okay.